Sullivan's Crossing Season 4 trailer breakdown. They finally break up, and fans are losing it. You ever feel like a show is gaslighting you? Because I swear, Sullivan's Crossing just did that. Season 4's trailer just dropped and they actually did it. Maggie and Cal. Finished. And no, I'm not joking. They didn't just break up. They nuked the entire relationship off screen. I had to replay the trailer like 6 times. I thought it was an editing mistake. But no, Maggie's secret husband Liam. Yeah, he's not just a fling. He's back. And he's not leaving quietly. And here's the worst part. Seduce Kamenji. Remember when Maggie said Liam was a summer thing? Lee. Remember when Cal said he'd finally found peace? Lee. Remember when we all thought Season 3's ending meant the trauma was over? Biggest lie of them all. This trailer doesn't hint at peace. It promises a full-on emotional war. And I've got a theory. One that'll probably break your heart before the season does. But before we dive in, I've got a serious question. Why is Sullivan's Crossing repeating its worst storyline? Again, is this the end of Cal and Maggie? Or worse, is this the end of Sullivan's Crossing as we know it? Stick around, because what I'm about to tell you will change how you see Season 4 forever. Here's the truth. Sullivan's Crossing is a cozy drama until it's not. Season 3 ended with a twist so messy, so savage, I nearly threw my phone across the room. After all that growth, healing, family bonding, and heart surgery, Maggie drops a bomb. She's got a husband, not a metaphor, a legal, real, alive husband. Who? Liam. Yeah, that Liam. A harmless summer fling she conveniently forgot to mention. And now, Season 4's trailer opens with him casually walking back into Timberlake like he owns the place. And Cal, he looks like he's seen a ghost. Because he has. The ghost of every broken romance storyline the show already beat to death in Season 1. Let's not sugarcoat this. The Cal Maggie Andrew triangle was exhausting. 2 whole seasons of will, they won't they, followed by why are they still not together? And finally, they're together, but it doesn't feel earned now. We're being handed Triangle 2.0, this time with a man who legally outranks Cal. And I hate to say it, but they're going to make us go through it again. Let me make this painfully clear. If you're tired of watching your favorite characters be emotionally yo'd by recycled plots, subscribe to Breakdown Epic right now. Because here we don't just accept the twist, we rip it apart and find out why it's happening, and how it's going to ruin, or rescue, everything. Okay, let's get into the real reason they're doing this. Here's the secret no one wants to admit. Maggie was never meant to be endgame with Cal this soon. The writers planned this detour long before Season 3 even aired. Don't believe me? Let's connect some dots. Exhibit A. Liam was mentioned in passing mid-Season 3. A weird blink, and you miss it moment where Maggie awkwardly dodged a question about her past. Exhibit B. Cal's sudden insecurity about Maggie's career. That was seeded for drama, not resolution. Exhibit C. Scene. The casting leak that dropped in May 2025, long before the trailer, confirmed a major guest star joining the season, a romantic lead. Guess who that was? The actor playing Liam. They knew this twist would feel tired. They just didn't care. Because they don't want Maggie and Cal to coast. They want them to suffer. They want Liu to suffer. And here's the forbidden knowledge buried deep in the trailer. There's a shot, half a second long, where Liam is wearing a sheriff's badge. No one's talking about it. But if that's true, that means Liam isn't just some ex. He's the new law in town. Which means this triangle isn't just about love. It's about power. Over Maggie. Over Timberlake. Over Cal. This isn't a drama anymore. It's a full-blown emotional hostage situation. Now I need your help with something. Pull time. Drop it in the comments. Are you Team Cal, even after all this chaos? Or has Liam won you over already? And be honest, I won't judge. Okay, maybe I will, but only a little. Because if you say, Team Liam, I'm calling your mom and telling her you root for homewreckers. But seriously, do you remember when the biggest drama in Sullivan's Crossing was whether Sully would go fishing or open up emotionally for once in his life? Yeah, those were the days. Now we've got marriages popping out of nowhere like jump scares. And don't even get me started on Andrew. Yes, that Andrew. The OG triangle disaster. Word on the street is he's back too. This is becoming a love square. What's next? Maggie's college roommate showing up with a toddler and a DNA test. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised. Now here's what I want from you. Predict the end of Season 4 right now in the comments. Be bold. Be chaotic. The craziest theory might actually be true. And if you're right, I'll roast myself on camera. You heard me. Sophia will drop a hot takes video featuring my own wrong predictions if one of you nails the ending. So, let's talk about that blink. And you'll miss it trailer frame again. Liam, our summer fling turned husband turned potential town sheriff. Yeah, in one single half-second shot, he's seen shaking hands with Chief Cooper in front of the station. This wasn't filler. This wasn't background noise. This was placement. Now ask yourself, why would a random ex, even a husband, suddenly be positioned as a central figure of authority in Timberlake? Because Liam isn't just here to rekindle Maggie's heart. He's here to challenge Cal's purpose. Let's go even deeper. Remember Cal's entire arc, running from trauma, trying to build a stable life, stepping into leadership without wanting power. Now enter Liam, confident, bold, legally married to Maggie, and potentially taking Cal's spot in town hierarchy. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. This isn't just a love triangle, it's a power coup. And if Liam outranks Cal legally and emotionally, what reason does Cal have to stay? Spoiler alert, he might not. There's a trailer line where Sully says, "Some people come to the crossing to heal, some just need to leave." And the camera cuts to Cal, looking like he just lost a war without ever firing a shot. Yeah, they're not even being subtle anymore. Can we have a vulnerable moment? I used to love Maggie, like ride or die level, smart, grounded, heartbroken but not broken. But now, she's becoming a CW version of Ross from Friends. How many people can I be with before I realize what I actually want? Spoiler, it's Cal. It's always been Cal. So why are we pretending like Liam matters? Oh right, because the writers don't trust peace. They think happy couples kill tension. But here's a hypothetical what if for once. We let Maggie and Cal build something real. Not perfect, not boring, just earned. And before you say, but drama sells. Yes, it does. But so does emotional payoff. So does actual character development. Remember when Maggie saved Edna with that impromptu surgery in season 3? That was a turning point. Not just for Edna but for Maggie herself. She chose Cal after that. Not because he's safe, but because he's home. And now we're just undoing all of it. With a husband twist straight out of a Hallmark fever dream. Let's dig into some behind the scenes forbidden knowledge. Back in June 2025, 2 weeks before renewal was confirmed, a production assistant leaked something on social media. They claimed a beloved character's storyline is getting reversed. Everyone assumed it meant Andrew was coming back. But guess what? It wasn't Andrew. It was Maggie, the reversal. Her character arc, from healer to confused heartbreaker, from forward growth to regressing into old patterns. Liam is the regression. He's everything Maggie used to chase: the wild, the spontaneous, the unrooted. Cal is the anchor, and the show is cutting the rope. Now here's the part that might actually break you. There's a rumored flashback episode titled, "Until Summer Ends." It focuses entirely on Maggie and Liam's relationship. Why is that terrifying? Because CW flashbacks are always loaded with emotional bait. They want us to root for Liam, even though we know this relationship ends in confusion, abandonment, and denial. So why are they forcing it? Because they want us torn. They want a fandom war, they want pain, and drama, and tweets that say, "Duch I will do touch to use." Now it's your turn. Time to unleash your chaos. Drop your boldest season 4 prediction in the comments. Will Maggie leave Timberlake again? Will Cal run off with someone else? Will Liam actually turn out to be a villain in disguise? Keeman. No theory is too wild. This show just gave us a surprise husband reveal in the final 90 seconds of the season. You think they won't go nuclear in season 4? Also, if you've made it this far and you haven't liked the video, what are you doing? Hit the like button, or I'm personally shipping you to Timberlake for emotional detox with Sully. You'll be rebuilding cabins by day and crying into soup by night.